The residents of this town are being given 8 days to detain and turn in this wanted fugitive of justice before the Imperial Marshals arrive and take custody of this town's law.
This doesn't seem like any of my business. I have a business to run, you know.
Oh wait, hold on now. I was thinking about that for a sec, like, why any of us are, I mean, besides us, well, you make sense, too. You were once... You serve a lot of folks coming in and out, right?
You could say I have connections.
You have connections. So, I think you're supposed to help us?
With what? This is none of my business. This is ridiculous.
Well,
I'm going back to my house.
Well, hold on now. I mean, normally I would, when things come in from the Imperial City, I just, sort of sweep them under the rug. But, the Imperial Marshals...
Gestures at the sheriff.
You just... And also, there's literally just a rug with a bunch of papers on it in the corner of the room.
That's pretty literal.
Yeah, no, the Imperial Marshals ain't no band of posse. They are really lawbringers, so I would actually like them to stay out of my town if that could be helped. So I would enlist your aid as a fellow deputy.
I'm not a lawman, sir.
That's what happens when you deputize someone. They become. Hold on. He digs around in his pocket, goes for another one. And, hold on.
Slaps the star on their forehead.
Pulls out a tin star and just sort of magnetizes it to your shoulder. You are now officially a deputy of Hades.
I appreciate the sentiment.
This is not a request. It is a legal action.
Smokey right down. It would be nice to have pleasant company around Miss Magnolia.
Sheriff,
What do you mean?
side eyes, like, hey.
He's... Okay, I guess that works.
Friendly remark.
Alright, so the sheriff, like, okay, so what do I know of Jack? Because as someone who's been keeping an eye on this town for who knows how long, I would have noticed that Jack isn't a legend, at the very least.
You probably know the most about him of any person in Hades. You have seen him a couple times, up close. You're actually at the event where the picture was taken.
So you Seth, know what more or less the sheriff's standards are in terms of order and law.
Pretty much.
Does he abide by them?
Gallows Jack is a man who appears in town, finds anyone with a high enough bounty, and guns them down in the street.
But nothing outside of, like, an actual bounty posting, which is enforced by the sheriff. So he's not an illegal... He hasn't done anything illegal.
But he is known for just appearing, killing about 7 or 8 people, and disappearing. And you
honestly, if I was a good shot like that, that's what I'd do. Well, I need to eat this week. I guess I'll just kill a bunch of people. I'll be set for the next 3 months.
Yeah, and it's also nobody knows where he lives either. He just sort of pops up, and he's also sort of known for his theatrical clothing. He'll wear these weird, gaudy outfits and challenge all of his opponents to a duel, which he is said to have won fairly. Meaning that he drew second and still killed them. But he's also known to never leave a bounty alive. So anyone who's ever seen his face has wound up in a box. And that's what you know about him.
And...
a box. A 4-inch by 4-inch box.
We also know, just from the previous session, who one of the wardens are.
Right.
Would I, as the sheriff.
There are 4 wardens. So
would I know one of them is my pseudo-brother?
No.
Okay.
The wardens are also subject to change. most of them have been
fair.
around
That's fair
for
enough.
a while.
It could be a different warden from the Priceley's.
But also the Priceley's warden has been around for a while and it is pretty secretive. So you're all standing in this town hall church-esque location, just sort of holding like wanted posters of imagine if like Clint Eastwood was a guy who just like in the you've been sent to catch Billy the Kid, basically.
Right.
That's what it is.
Oh, great.
Like, go lasso Billy the Kid. So you're just sort of left with that. And they said you have 8 days to bring him to justice, they said.
How long has Sheriff been a deputy for? Do you have that marked down on your sheet, Nicholas?
That's a Seth Moore question. How long has the sheriff been the sheriff?
About 2 years.
So, yeah. Alright. So, Smokey's gotten out of there.
At least in an official capacity. I feel like maybe for a while he was just like running around doing...
Right. For a while he was the deputy.
The sheriff is going to turn to the deputy. And, he's going to point at the stuff, like, talking about, like, the Empire and stuff.
Right.
And, like, cock his head to the side and be like,
They have no jurisdiction here.
Well, that's partly true, but, in technicality, he waves as, of course, the Empire technicality. We technically don't have, area. We don't have territory. Hades isn't actually an official town by any legal standard. So, we don't technically have rights to be infringed upon, so they have jurisdiction wherever. Well, technically, they would create that jurisdiction here if we don't appease their claims, as it were. So that means you too, and I have no doubt that they would put you out of business, Miss
Magnolia.
Miss Magnolia, pardon me.
You've known me for like 10 years.
Ready? Right now? We're doing this right now. Right here.
Sure, spot
Right now.
like that. Anyways, just tell me what you need from me and I'll be on my way.
Right. So, I am open to suggestion.
Why do they want him?
Well, I don't know. You want my best guess? Somebody in Griot was reading the news and decided to put an especially large bounty on him, and being the loyal dogs of justice they are, the marshals decided to collect. If we bring him in, they get to do whatever the hell they want with him, and I guess collect on a larger bounty if they choose to do. This sort of thing happened a while back with the Tombstone Man.
How long has Jack the Gallows been operating in Hades?
Close to 2 years, but a little less.
Okay, cool. So, Jeff does no idea what this guy is.
You would have heard of him.
Heard of him?
No, he's a pretty widespread. He's killed a lot of very famous gunmen. And that's pretty much why his name is spread, as like the last few real big gunslingers were all killed by Jack the Gallows. And that's how he got his name.
Yeah.
He's actually, no one really knows who he is. He's just called, well, they called him the Hangman for a while, but the Griot press picked it up and they decided he needed a catchier name.
My brain, I need to take it down a few levels and think on the sheriff level, because like Nicholas is trying to solve the meta problem of, okay, how do I preserve the world state so everything, and so the solution can preserve what's been established about all these characters in the future, but meanwhile the sheriff's just like, alright, I'd fucking just arrest this guy, why not? Another out of character thought I'm having is maybe we just like find a random guy and dress him up.
Actually, do you fucking propose that in character?
I don't know how he would.
That feels like something he would propose, though.
Okay,
He just points at like
Smokey
he
moment.
points at the wanted poster, points at the mask.
Well, it isn't technically. It's just a big scarf.
Right.
All right. Smokey
We
will write.
could find anyone.
And he raises a thing. Well, and he sort of gesticulates for you to go on.
Who is this Jack the Gallows fella?
Well, that's sort of the problem is nobody knows, really. Just sort of started showing up about 2 years back and gunning down every criminal and, hell, anybody with a big enough bounty.
Have the bounties in this town been established fairly?
Well,
Just
I
cause?
like to think so. I write them myself. He collects them by mail and, well, he leaves his evidence out in the street.
If you dress up a random man, you'll be killing an innocent person.
Now, that's not particularly
I would
true.
prefer to find someone in the prison.
And he points over
The
the
sheriff coughs. We don't exactly. This is. I think I've established with you out of here, but just to reiterate, the sheriff has a 3 tries rule. If you fuck up and break the law, that's 1 try. If you get 3 tries, you either have to leave the town or fight the sheriff in a duel to the death.
So far, he hasn't lost.
So, there aren't really any prisoners, because anyone who breaks the law is either crazy enough, like Jill, to stay out of the sheriff's clutches, has had to leave town, or is dead. So we don't really have anyone in the prison.
Right, we don't have a prison per se. We, there's
Did you say Jill in character?
a graveyard.
I'm not picking up a random person from the.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
know.
agree.
I'm
I'm not
not
doing
saying we break the law.
The sheriff nods to that.
But perhaps we may able be to break it.
The sheriff, alright, so the
Okay.
sheriff has his own, I don't know if he would keep it on him, but he has his own list of like, alright, here are the people who have got 1 check off, 2
Right.
checks off. He's
Like a
gonna look
fucking
through.
and Huckville has written at the top of it Santa's list, and he has not explained what that means.
That's hilarious. Who are my top contenders for 2 checks off?
Shit, I have a list. Let me.
Oh shit, really? Cool.
Oh, I need to add someone actually as a part of one of the
Who is it? You know what? Fuck it. Right now, who is it?
Well, this is out of character because this comes up in the story. One of Magnolia's women has a husband who's known for being crimey.
Shit, I actually, for some reason, my fucking list has been deleted. So that's wild as shit.
Nice.
Nice!
Cool.
Nice cock.
Fucked up.
I didn't even do it. It's just gone now. So that's wild. I'm just gonna have to fucking spitball.
From
Okay.
memory, who are the fuckers? Who are the bitches and the bastards?
God damn. It was a big list of like really good choice names. Oh, what was his fucking name?
I
No.
would posit if you don't have a name, Bones Malone.
Bones Malone, of course.
And his gang, the Spooky Boys.
The Spooksters.
Is it like a band?
Bones
No.
Malone and the Spooksters. No, they're a band of like ex-jazz players that got really annoyed when no one got their music. It's in 5/6. It's not supposed to be on time. And they just got so angry that they just started robbing people at their concerts. So it's Bones Malone and Spooky Boys. They just sort of drifted in and out of town.
You need to give them old timey voices.
Oh, of course. Rattle 'em, boys!
Did you happen to think if you turn in a man who isn't Jack the Gallows, Jack the Gallows just gonna kill someone else, and then they're gonna know it's not him?
Okay, you raise a valid point there, madam. We could just try finding him.
Jack the Gallows hasn't been found in like 5
Oh,
years.
okay, yeah, I get that.
Is he even real?
He sort of gestures over at the sheriff.
Sheriff, like, middling hand wave.
Oh.
I mean, I seen him before. Shot him once. That wasn't great, but
Smokey will press that. Why did he shoot at you?
well, I was sort of trying to interrupt one of his duels, seeing as the other man was blind drunk,
Damn.
and he took offense to that.
Oh.
So yeah, there's that.
And
The sheriff is going to gesture everyone to come over in the direction of like the actual sheriff's office, so we can move this conversation along. And once we get there, unless anything happens on the way, he's gonna pop on. What does this place look like?
The actual sheriff's office, ironically enough, used to be a jailhouse, but he's just taken all the bars out and made it like just sort of his house. So the cells are just sort of rooms now. There's a big desk in the center of the building.
So he walks over, and on the wall there's like just a plaque of all the general rules for the town.
Right.
And he points up to like the general rules for turning in a bounty.
What if we make all bounties anonymous? Then everyone is Jack.
Now that's a good point. That is an especially good point. My trouble is, what if he starts to take offense to the fact that we arrested him, and takes a little more offense, and perhaps, I don't know, shoots me in my sleep? I wouldn't actually want that. That wouldn't be great for me.
Sheriff gives like so like fair enough.
Smokey will
that
write,
doesn't seem very fun.
even if everyone is anonymous, this one still won't. Pauses. Still won't solve how he will continue to kill people, and the government will know.
I think... So there's two ways going about this, I see. One, we find Jack and, I don't know, reason something out, or hell, I guess try to take him in, or we can confront the marshals. So,
Who are the marshals?
oh,
The
it's,
warden.
what?
The warden.
No, they're not the marshals. There's only 4 wardens, and they stay up there.
Oh, so we're not fighting like the 4 big boys. We're fighting.
The marshals are the hands and feet of the wardens.
I see. That's a lot less daunting.
So,
It's
There's
not
that.
4 world bosses at the same time.
is what boss rush, fuckheads.
Nice.
So, Miss Magnolia, would you? I hate to ask this, but would I have the support of the townsfolk if we decided to take a stand against the marshals?
I don't control the people. I just make them happy.
Oh, you're.
Again, he gives a so-so gesture of like.
I mean, I wouldn't want to cast apparitions, or so the saying goes, but I'd say you have your thumb pretty squarely in the vein of the pulse of this town.
If drunks and gamblers are good for you, I guess I can get them over.
And he
Who
spreads his
else
arms.
is there?
That's it's pretty much the target demographic.
Smokey will write who. What does Smokey know about the wardens? Not the wardens, the marshals.
The marshals.
Used to be an Imperial Ranger, I guess you just said.
Right. You would know that the marshals are sort of the military police, but if you can call the closest thing to a hired thug the Empire has, they're not technically under the jurisdiction of the jurisdictor. They are exempt of military duty. They are technically provincial law. They are under the wardens directly, and they are under the
Smokey left because
families.
Smokey left because he was decommissioned.
Somebody left because he was considered dead.
Yeah. For a neutral good person, what does the Empire look like? I don't know.
Well,
I forget what the Empire does.
And the military, and they have a very strict law. The Empire itself, everything under the jurisdictor. But the quartered families have their own law. If you live on their land, anything outside of the imperial cities, if you live on their land, you abide by their personal laws. and the wardens are the hands and feet of those laws. So depending on where you go,
So
it
basically,
differs.
they're military police.
They are. They're military police.
Is the
And is there
Imperium...
They're hired thugs, basically.
Is there any indication of which family or families are being sent to enforce this?
No, not on the letter. No.
Damn, that makes a big difference.
What if we just evacuate the town and then come back when they leave?
I'm pretty sure they intend to take hold here, and, well, if I had to guess, I think they want to turn this into Outer Griot, or they'll probably sell it to them, or make a colony. Hell if I know what wardens do, or marshals, or whoever the hell, but I'm not real keen on letting any Imperial son of a bitch into my town and giving them authority.
Who's, so the General Empire, are they, like, does it give off corrupt evil society type of energy?
The Empire itself, no. They are a nation.
From what I can tell, the Empire is very, like...
If you had to equate it
Romans.
to Romans?
Yeah, so they're very
Alright, that's not bad.
militaristic, but they're very, like, us-focused, where it's like...
It's a military society. It's like a military
If
society.
you put up the political charts, what would it be?
But with a cultural society closer to Imperial Japan.
So
with its political structure and leaning towards
it's top left on the political chart.
I don't know what the political chart is. So
It is up and down is government versus anarchy, left right. Right is more individualistic.
I'm just gonna describe how they are.
Alright,
so
cool.
technically it is an oligarchy. Well,
Alright.
no, what's it called? It's
But something to keep in mind, I think easily the most corrupt or evil, quote-unquote, part of the Empire is the families, and they are the people sending their
right. So
troops.
the makeup of the Empire is there's a big ass, like, so about 60% of the Empire is the Imperial cities, and that is directly under the jurisdictor, and he's the Supreme Justice. Remember, he changes out every 4 years, and so on and so forth. There's the Council of Judges, and outside of that, land was sold during the Red War to 4 different families. So outside of the Imperial City, they still abide by, like, federal law, but if you live on land owned by a family, they control how things work.
So the sheriff would know who owns Hades' land.
No one owns Hades.
No one?
That because it was once part of Pentathenon and it was destroyed and Griot was rebuilt, the land outside Griot technically doesn't exist. It was just a bunch of ruins that were inhabited. So no one owns Hades except
Smokey
for the
Write
sheriff.
down that the families are sending their hands and feet to recapture the town. However, there is no one that owns the town. We are under complete authority to defend the town. It depends if we do want to step on the family's toes.
Of course, that's pretty much the situation as I see it. This is, well, could just be a barely disguised attempt to grab at power.
Would we be attacked on both sides?
And he points over to Griot.
The massive glass curtain, and yeah, it's one of the most visible parts of Hades. You can always see it. The shimmering wall of electrics.
But Smokey right. Doubtful as they do not deal particularly with the families out in the open.
Yeah, I think they'd rather just shut all this out, sit inside their curtain and gamble away their lives as they're wont to do, but
I think the biggest question we should be asking ourselves here is if this is a worthwhile investment for the families to really put their foot down on, or if they're thinking that we're going to be loosey-goosey and let them have the town if they apply a little bit of pressure.
What do they have to lose?
It depends if they want to be...
reputation. Now, I think that might be what this is all... I mean, you see a man and he's allowed to run loose and around, I guess, neutral territory, and I guess I'd say that's what this is all about. They're going after a man who's an icon of lawlessness. So they want him taken in, and if that can't be, they're gonna take him in there themselves. And I uphold the law here because I think I am well enough to do what I think is right.
Smokey was right to right. He's like, but an icon of lawlessness, Jack is not.
Of
He
course,
is
that's
fulfilling what we...
He's
the guns we
fulfilling my law.
It's... How... Pause. He puts the notebook away as to end his... He doesn't want to talk anymore.
So, that is the question. As we've all been called here together, I guess, sort of agents of this town, sort of, I guess, the heads, as it were, an old sheriff, a current sheriff, a local, and I'd call you the closest thing we have to, I guess, a mayor.
Huh.
So...
Mayor runs a whorehouse.
The mayor runs the town.
They run something.
So do we go after Jack or stand our
Right.
ground?
Jack seems to be an alright fellow to me. He has not done anything to breach any of our laws here. He has been upstanding. And
He looks over to the sheriff and does the middling hand.
Jack has killed a couple of my paying customers.
To be fair, a couple of your paying customers were criminals. And I say that lightly.
Who here hasn't done something a little bit illegal?
He points to his list.
You have a list
Gestures.
of people who haven't.
Oh yeah, it's real long too. It goes on and on and on. He has nothing to do.
throws it. We're back at the door. He throws it, goes all the way back up to the box to the front.
It rolls out the door. Now, you hear in the distance, what? Who the fuck put this here? Holy shit, is that me?
Hey, I'll be willing to get you people, but I need some sort of motivation here.
And
knowing the general map.
And then you see Hawkbill slowly look over at the sheriff and just think for a second.
The sheriff looks at
Diplomatic
him.
immunity.
And he looks over at Smokey.
Smokey doesn't speak, bro.
And he looks over at the sheriff. And he looks back at Madam.
Well,
Have you ever considered a career in filmmaking?
The sheriff just blinks and then shakes his head.
Alright, so what do you want then, Madam?
well, we could use a couple extra dollars for a better bar.
You want town money?
Doesn't have to be town money.
Isn't she the sheriff? Isn't she the mayor?
What?
She's just very powerful.
Well, I said like a mayor. It's technically the only person who controls the town funds is me, because I'm the only person with a key to the bank vault, which was very recently. You did recover it, didn't you?
Holds it.
He just had it.
Why do you have that?
No one is going to steal from me.
All right, how much?
Tosses it to him.
How much?
Is that the key he has or the safe?
What?
Is that the town safe?
It's just like
Oh, I thought you meant the key. I thought you meant the key.
No, it's candy now. He was just carrying the safe around. So, all right. How much do you want?
It's not a fucking keychain.
Enough to keep a
Put
better.
some zeros on a paper.
I don't know how the money system works in this world.
It's like Old West currency.
I don't know.
You write down an amount.
It's how money works nowadays, except it's just inflation and all that.
Anti-inflation.
Enough for a couple brand name bottles of beer,
Oh,
and I'm not agreeing to anything until I get some assurance.
Okay,
You say.
hey, look, see the safe here? I'm gonna open it up and fucking 8 lock. Opens it up.
Depressurizes?
It does. And he opens it up.
Space old.
And it is full of bobbleheads.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna get it.
The sheriff just fucking
Hey, Serb,
inhales,
you recover.
exhales.
Hey, where did Jill go?
He immediately runs out the door.
Alright.
Mr.
Long
Cole-
story short, follow him.
Smokey will start jogging towards him.
Could you help?
Fine. She adjusts her hat and wanders off.
Alright. Yeah, he looks after the sheriff and I guess Smokey disappearing down a street. So we have a bit of an attraction here. Her name's Snakebite Jill.
Dude, I already started following the sheriff.
Right. No. So you're going down the
Shame
street.
about the vault.
Yeah.
Spent so much money on it and it didn't even keep any of the money.
I have no idea how she got inside of it, but so this is Snakebite Jill is a bit of an odd case, being as I don't know how the fuck she has escaped capture as many times as she has. Also, she's crazy as hell.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, she just this morning was chased down by our friendly sheriff, and somehow got loose. He yells up ahead.
Not listening.
Has she been detained and talked to and interrogated?
No. She keeps getting
Capital
away.
letters. Why not?
And he gestures up at the sheriff. I have tried my best. I watched that woman stand in the way of 5 different bullets I fired. Somehow, every single one of them misfiring.
Oh my god. Oh no. There's some connection there. It's Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
Cringe! I don't want to think about this deep lore shit. Jack has a clockwork named Jill.
No, they're probably siblings or
Hey!
something because of the
Hey!
electric.
Sir, where the hell are you going?
Just in the direction of her.
Do you know where you're going?
He doesn't answer. He doesn't.
Smokey will be
he doesn't
looking around.
Really, he's really basically he's trying to retrace his steps because he's very good at tracking. So if he can get her scent, he can probably find her from where she left.
I want a group roll.
Smokey has been just kind of looking around because how he used to play sheriff was jail, interrogation, and investigation.
Right.
Yeah. Sadie used to be a lot more noir with the guns and bullets.
Actually, can I see everybody's perception stat?
I have 0.
I have D4. He has 0. Magnolia has
I
also
just made
0.
that up right now, so I have no idea.
The only person. Alright, so.
So this is me.
The sheriff makes a roll.
That is a 13
It is a 13.
This
for
is like the dress.
Magnolia. 14.
No idea
Smoky.
what the body
17.
I mean, I have some.
Oh, so you all pass.
Nice.
As you are running, you would recognize this effect. You hear something move through the air, hit the ground under your feet. Actually, you, Madam Magnolia, throw up a bunch of dust, and about a second later, you hear of a gunshot in the distance.
Oh boy.
Y'all all heard that too. I haven't been drinking much expired beer.
Hawkville dives into the nearest window he can.
Smokey's got that.
You not interrupt me.
Like,
What are you doing?
I don't know.
We're getting shot at!
What am I supposed to do?
Run!
Right.
He's inside, like half inside of a building. He pulls his legs into the window.
She'll run to the closest open building.
Smokey hit that Gears of War just.
In the distance, as each of you peek from behind your respective covers, you see the water tower, almost obscured by the glass curtain, close enough that the refraction of the electricity obscures the top of the tower. But you see a brief flash, and then, Smokey, give me a d20.
11.
This is 11. The wood near your head splinters apart as it is just completely just vaporized, and you hear a gunshot echo out. You can actually count how far away he is. About a mile, which is the it's because it's so far away that you can hear the bullet strike the terrain, and then you hear the gunshot.
Interesting.
So, initiative time.
Smokey is 17, huh?
Uh-huh.
In relationship with Watertown, how old is my guy?
Yeah.
He's 40.
Oh.
Get up there.
Yeah.
My character's only a few
Oh.
years younger.
Free, oh, put Hawkbill on there. Oh, Bill, alright. You, as a free action, he shouts across, actually pokes his head a little bit out of the window, just like, so just a corner of his head is seen, and yells, "It's Long Eyes! I thought you ran him out of town like a week ago!"
Who?
It's long story.
Well,
Long story, long eyes.
Long Eyes.
I'm imagining he has like snail eyes.
Fucking snail mutant.
Oh god.
God.
Smokey, in relation to the water tower to the building coverage, is there a way to beeline? Just gain some.
He's like a mile away.
Yeah, I know.
Like literally a mile.
Smokey's just gonna start running towards it, like, oh, you're over there?
Oh, you're gonna get shot.
What are your stats?
He has.
Bitch, I don't know what the fuck Hades looks like. What kind of building coverage is there?
like-
Alleyways, duckways,
Just
the water
imagine
tower,
Rango.
angles,
Rango.
triangular
Y'all ever seen
theorem.
Rango?
You ever seen Rango?
No. Okay, so
No.
imagine a western town.
You're not cool.
And
You
wrap
haven't seen
that.
Rango.
Wrap
Yeah.
that in a circle.
Set.
Rango
Alright,
town.
so this is gonna be some like Mass Effect dodge and weave shit.
So he's actually shooting. There's about an inch of clearance that he's shooting away from the curtain.
Hmm.
He's that far away that the curvature is starting to get in the way.
Interesting.
So you're taking a turn to just run at him at the tower.
Just right at him.
There's Smokey doesn't see any other alternative.
You're running forward.
There's no other alternative.
There's always a
Smokey's going home. Goodbye, guys. Austin will leave. Bye. Cool.
Anyway.
You about to leave, honey?
No, if you want to try it, let's roll for fucking
I don't-
hustle, I guess.
There's either I don't know enough about the setting to think of
It's
any
just
other
a
way.
town. It's a town with a bunch of
Alright,
buildings.
This is about
here's the.
because
fucking
he has a shotgun.
Here
That's
he
not
goes.
reaching a mile.
13.
You rolled a 13.
Smokey is trying to definitely do duck and cover. Like he's literally playing PvP Gears of
Don't
War
worry, I'll
right
save
now.
your ass in a second. I have an idea.
All right. Give me a D8 with advantage.
It's a 17.
It's a 17.
Mm.
Yeah. So you just break from cover and you move to the next cover?
Yeah.
All right. You move to the next cover. And once more, you hear the bullet, but it is right over your head. And it, actually see it bounce off of the metal siding you were behind and skitter away on the dust. You see, this bullet isn't tacked. It hit the metal siding at force and bounced, fully intact. See, it's smoking a little bit. It is extremely hard shell,
Dense.
but it ting and it slides off in the dust. You hear back from the group. All right, keep that up. I'm gonna see if I can pop a shot off at him.
You gonna shoot for a mile?
You look back. You see Hawkbill has sort of half climbed out. He has checked open a window and has started to adjust a set of iron sights.
Okay. Yeah, so Smokey is gonna... How do you...
Keep him occupied.
Alright, Smokey will just try to make his way towards him. And
See, that is Magnolia. You're up. You just saw Smokey fucking lineback it.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. Just go with it.
Go with it?
No, just what can you?
I got a pistol.
The sheriff gestures over. If you want to use your action for something, I have a plan that I might need help with.
Hey guys,
Alright.
Smokey
If you have
designed...
no other ideas.
So
designed...
She hustles over across the street.
Yeah, you do that.
The sheriff walks back over to Jill's car.
That it's slightly smoking.
He's
Oh.
going to try and
Go back to the
overturn
car?
it back on its feet. Can I just do
It's
that?
3 wheels. Yeah. That's your turn, but you do that.
Can us together make it like one of us spends one action to do it, and then the other spends an action to turn it on?
It's pretty fucked up.
It's
Roll.
pretty fucked up. Does it still work?
Roll.
For what? Does
Just
it
a
still work?
D20.
Does it
Can we
still
get
work?
an advantage since it's teamwork?
No.
Working together?
Alright. 7.
It's a 7.
Damn.
Doesn't turn over.
Smokey.
The engine works, but it didn't turn over.
Oh, well.
I
Hey, let me use
imagine...
my turn. Can I kick it?
That was your turn.
No, that was his turn.
You used both of your turns.
Hold on. Do I have any
No.
strength mods? I would have
That was
rolled that
only
one.
one.
What did you
Strength
do?
mod.
You said you just went somewhere and that's it, right?
Yeah, I only moved.
Yeah, I guess
I didn't
not.
do
So
anything.
you moved your action and then so you turned the car on.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let
so
me
what do you
try.
do? So you want to get out of the way? Let me try that.
Let me try.
15.
It's a 15.
See, you were doing it wrong.
Shrugs, looks at big hands like,
I appreciate the effort, though. She pats his back. Ow, it's kind of spiny.
You're probably now poisoned.
You can't use magic now.
I don't have magic.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting thing. The car turns on and then immediately
No,
turns
car's
off.
mechanical.
It's like
Oh yeah, that's fair enough.
Car is purely mechanical. Well, technically mechanical. It's just a combustion engine. So it's running.
I was just gonna say, Smokey, I designed around the idea of just the military. You kick the door open and shotgun blast your room.
Right.
It's like you just drag one of those guys, you put them a mile out, drop them, it's like, I still got a breach.
It's like what happens.
Plenty
Like,
of chance of meatballs, guy.
it's the fucking. It's like you right click. And it's like, all right, move 2. Wait, where did I leave?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I left him over there. So back to that turn. Give me a D8.
That is a
14 or 13.
17.
17. That is a 17. You see Hawkbill. He's very carefully lining up a sight, and then you see the window frame, and wood rains down, and he's back down behind cover. Shit!
A shotgun doesn't go for a mile.
No.
It barely goes 100 feet.
Cool. So I don't have any other weapon aside from the shotgun.
I mean, you have like a sidearm.
If you want to help me with this car, we can get to him sooner.
I'll just continue to try to distract and make my way over.
So yeah, what do you do?
7 minutes, that's 70. I don't know.
Oh, he's doing math in D&D. What the fuck?
No, it's not D&D, so it's difficult to say. You could continue running over.
He's just fucking
I
trucking.
might deliberately go into his line of sights is to try to like.
That's fair.
Dive roll.
Do you keep hopping in and out of cover?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you do actually get that, and you get to the next cover, and nothing happens.
You switched.
But there's silence. No one's being shot at currently. Yeah, that's it. See, Bill pokes his head back over, and makes the last little adjustment to his iron sights, and then slides his repeater up over the edge of the windowsill. And he takes a D8 plus with advantage.
Oh damn. 16 plus 8, whatever the fuck that is.
24.
Thank you.
Damn.
And then something that's less than that. So 24. Damn.
You see for a second, and then you see just a little bit of like flat, like a reflection, just glint for a second. There's silence.
Yeah, Smokey is just gonna continue on going, deliberately poking
Hey,
the cover.
Y'all see something?
Is that Bill?
I'm gonna percept if you don't mind. If you fucking see.
Okay, sure.
Hey, I mean, you don't know. If I can see, basically, I'm looking to see if I see the sort of sniper. Shing.
The lens flare.
Because if I do see a lens flare, that means obviously he's not
The
dead.
scope flare.
The scope flare, is that
To be fair, it is high noon and he's on a water tower.
And my eyes are fucking. But no, that's
my eyes are
20,
fucking.
23.
Dude, I
It's
totally
23?
agree. Your eyes are definitely
You see, it's a water tower, and you just barely see just a single flash of a reflection.
Ah, I see. And he's still here.
Hey, what y'all see?
He's still
I see PewDiePie.
out there.
You re-chambers.
This is a repeater, right? Not a bolt action rifle.
It's a repeater, yeah. It is a lever action, but it is, you see, it is a big barreled repeater. He
Oh man.
keep him off me!
Smokey will.
Hey, if you want to help me, we can get over him. And if
I'm
nothing
pretty sure
else,
I'm
we can be a
I'm
good
like-
distraction.
I'm like 100 feet away from you, right?
He's fucking booking it.
Oh, is he out? He's out.
I am
He's
like,
straight booking
I
it.
have been using action double dash, showing away at like 60 feet. Better check
He used both actions to move, basically.
Alright.
But he's
At
making
least
it.
we give him multiple targets, so it's
Right.
like he has to.
Well, that's what it was. It is move towards him, so he has to focus on both of us.
Yeah, I guess.
Magnolia, it is your turn.
What's it say, the car?
It's on.
It's on. Is it overturned yet?
No, you overturned it.
Okay.
It was
Beatboxing car. Sorry.
it was about 2/3 of it. So the top half was sheared off in a near catch with the sheriff, but it's functioning.
Is it a bad time to say I don't know how to drive a car?
He looks down at his hands.
I'm not going to.
You
Oh.
can still yell and Smokey would hear you, I'm pretty sure, because it's not. He's not.
No, this is funnier.
Alright, you're gonna have to be my emotional support here.
Nods.
Y'all climb in
Yeah.
and just. Sorry, hold it. Roll a roll any dice. Call high or low.
Hi.
Roll.
Oh yeah, luck exists. Fuck.
Low. Well,
It's
hold
low.
on, Hold on. It was like this.
Do
was
it, just roll it
mostly
again,
on
roll it
six,
again.
But it was a sort
Roll
of-
it again.
That's low.
Ah!
That's low. You climb in, put your hands on the wheel, 10 and 2, perfectly settled, mash the gas pedal, and you shoot backwards.
Oh, that's so funny.
This is not the way these things are supposed to go.
You see Hawkbill look over, just briefly, you pass him, and he goes, what?
Alright, I am going to try to.
Woman when?
Are you turning yourself around and driving backwards?
Yes.
Roll with advantage.
How is he grabbing onto the steering wheel right now?
11,
He's got 4 arms, doesn't he?
17.
That's a 17. He just grabs the wheel on the top and just whoa, and you skid, pull a U-turn, and are now driving backwards towards the water tower.
Keep it steady.
You handle everything this smoothly?
No.
and you pass Hogbill again. Are you?
What did he say?
So just for frame of reference here, we got
Smokey
Hawkbill.
hears the fuck out of that,
we
right?
got Hawkbill over here. We got us driving this one. We got the sniper. Where is
Smokey's in front of you.
Okay, we're gonna pick you up. On
You
the
see
way.
in the rear view
Smokey's
mirror.
just gonna.
Smokey look back. So Smokey, you hear.
Jump and grab as like a drive-by, a tank or some sort of truck, vehicle
You know
truck
what?
that's rapidly
Jump,
trying to pick him up.
tuck your knees.
Yeah. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
wait, I'll roll for that shit with advantage because I love that shit.
Let's see. Do we have?
You do the fucking Ace Ventura. You just jump,
And-
you hit the back windshield, and you're just in the back seat. If this works.
All right. He's gonna try it. He's gonna probably the penalty is you just take damage even if you fail. That's a 7.
That's a 7.
Oh, but with advantage.
Wait, with advantage.
That's a 14.
It's 40 because I love this shit. You know what? You've probably done this shit before. That's what shock troops do.
I'm figuring like he definitely had
Like
some like
reverse parachute.
land vehicles that like he's definitely driven and been in fast-moving objects and hopped
Right.
on and off of them.
Imperial Ranger, the sappers, their job is hit a location fast, hit it hard, and get in and out as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So you've definitely done this before. You see the car coming. It's driving backwards towards you. You jump, tuck, grab your legs. You hit the back windshield. You almost bounce. But I'm gonna say like the sheriff probably catches
Yeah,
you,
probably grabs him
drags
by
you
the
back
shoulders.
down. You're just in the back seat, shooting through, just sort of weaving in and out of these streets.
Stabbed me, my
we
mask
did
is
skip
gone.
the sniper's
And
turn,
character
though.
gone.
So we should probably address that.
No, we didn't.
Did what? These two.
No, I'm
and
just
then-
saying like he went.
We're still recovering. Cool. What's Bill up to?
You see, he has readjusted in his window.
Alright, so I know you like Rush, but I feel like given how the situation has
This has
changed,
gotten-
Oh, it
This
has
has
shifted.
This
I
has
feel
gotten
like
more
Clean
energy.
Getaway is just... We kind of have to.
I don't know.
And you see now Hawkbill has slid a long scope on top of his rifle. And so you see a bit of lens glare there as you just sort of weave in and out. Magnolia, give me a steering check.
3.
It's a 3? Sounds right. Yeah, you
And I
actually...
will say, I did have my hand on the wheel as well. For what it's worth.
But you did say keep it steady.
Yeah.
So you let go to grab him. You accidentally turned the wrong way because you're trying to drive in a mirror.
Oh.
And you bump a building, and you're now you spin. You're now technically facing towards the tower, and you stall out.
Well, looks like this ride has come to an end. Let's
Well,
run away.
you stall. The car's not dead, but it's like you
You
have
just
to
said I stole it out.
you stall. You have to restart the car,
Oh, okay.
but you're not facing towards the water tower.
Little assistance here.
Fuck it. I'll jump onto the hood and just hit it. I'm gonna roll luck.
fucking call high or low on that bitch.
High. You gotta call high every time, right? 10. Is that low? I think that's low.
That's technically low.
Alright.
You dent the hood. Nothing happens.
Oh my god!
Shrug.
Smokey, what do you do? Wait, no, this is,
I'll hop in the driver's seat and roll,
vehicles handling?
It's not luck, I'll just roll a d20.
Just vehicle handling.
Because
Alright.
he actually knows how to drive a car, doesn't he?
That's fair. He does know how to drive.
I don't know, he doesn't have any
Yeah,
skills
she
for
lives
it,
in an
but
old
like...
western town. She
You know how cars work.
I know,
walks it.
yeah.
Alright, here we go. 3.
It's a 3. Let me handle this. You press on the gas. Nothing happens. You pressed on the brake. You're just standing on the brake.
It seems like none of us know how to do this, so how about we run away?
Till turn to Magnolia. Put his head down again.
Oh. Give me a D8 with advantage.
Okay, 16 plus 8. And yeah, we're not getting any higher than that.
What was it?
16 plus 8.
24.
That's a 24. You all look forward. The windshield shatters.
You get shot.
And the gear shift is just taken off. Clear.
How close are we? How much closer are we now?
You're about 3/4 of a mile away now. You know what? I'm gonna say you're about half a mile away. You fucking booked it down the.
So fucking far.
You're a half mile away, but
It's only 2,000 feet.
you can see the water tower now.
Alright.
2,140 feet.
It's still, you can't see the person on top of it, but you can see the water tower.
So if we move at 100 feet per round, it's 21 rounds, bro.
21 rounds.
Fuck.
So technically, it is Smokey's turn now.
Smokey will see if he can find a way to reach his hand for the gear change. Because the gear change, is that on the right way? Is that set to go forward?
It was set on drive.
Set on drive. Okay.
So it's actually
when it was shut off, kind of look down and see if it's still on drive.
It's still in drive, but you can't shift it anymore. The lever's gone.
Yeah. So Smokey will just try again.
You stomp on the gas.
Yeah.
Roll.
Is
Luck.
his turn?
Yeah, it's Smokey's turn. Bitch just went.
Ah, but 18.
18. The car actually. The sheriff is chucked off the hood and into the back seat as the engine kickstarts and launches the car forward.
Yeah. Smokey's just like.
It is in the highest gear, and it is stuck in the highest gear. You went from 0 to 60, and you are now tearing down the road. Give me a roll for vehicle handling.
Yeah. Eight, so that's a
wish
luck
Pierre
right
was
there,
here.
baby.
What?
8.
That's an 8.
That's the number
Not
of
a
people
critical-
you hit.
Not a-
You do actually hit a curb and get airborne, and when you hit the ground, the windshield comes loose and smacks you in the face.
Oh man.
So you're not
Is
wearing
Is
a
anyone
windshield.
taking harm in all of this?
I'm gonna say he actually takes harm from the windshield, just fucking
Ow. Down.
domed. And it is
Smokey's
now.
only ridden in the back. He's never driven.
And you hear behind you, distantly, as Bill takes another shot. You actually see the water tower shake a little bit,
Uh-oh.
and you don't know what that means. And you're still driving.
I can infer enough to know it means nothing good. Should I roll for...
It's dancing. That's what I'm
Bill?
going for.
No.
Alright.
That's what happens. Magnolia, it's your turn. You're technically still in the driver's seat.
Well, I'm like squished.
But he was just leaning over. So you're in the driver's seat. You have a pistol. You are in view of the water tower. Just sort of laying out your options there. You are now also careening towards it in a half car.
Which one is the stop button?
Do you point?
No, she's asking.
He just don't want to stop, so he's just gonna be like.
We're gonna run into it. Yes!
That's all the free actions I have, right? Right?
No, you can.
Right?
You're just
Pain!
driving.
I have to go more. It's just.
Gesturing, just like, we got it, we got
We
it.
got it. We got it. We got it. We got it.
Do you know how to stop the car?
Thumbs
Okay, do
up.
it right now.
Jake said.
Oh my god.
This is so useless. How close are we to hitting it? Like, we're currently in motion.
You're now 1,000 feet away. You're fucking booking it.
Okay, cool.
You are accelerating.
We have seconds left.
You
Okay,
guys
cool,
are
we can do it.
useless. She presses random buttons to try to
Smokey's
stop
turn
it.
is
Do you
next,
stomp
right?
on the gas?
I stomp on, I don't know, luck.
There's 2 pedals.
Yeah.
Which
She
one do you
doesn't
pick
know
on?
which one's which.
50-50. It's a dice
No,
roll.
hold on. No.
Hey, it's me, Pedals. I'm down here.
Pedals.
Smokey's on the gas. There's 1 pedal left. It's the brake. Do you step on it?
Yeah.
Roll the d20.
Oh man, it's gonna bust the engine open. Let's see it.
9.
Oh
is that
boy.
good? Is that...
You plant your foot on the brake. The front of the car locks. The wheels lock. You begin to drift.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so with my action,
Yes.
we are close enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to abort. I trust Smokey and his instant success indoor to be fine. I'm going to grab Magnolia and jump out and try to, like, Spider-Man onto a
How
nearby
do you
building.
grab people without stabbing them?
Roll for that.
What
And
are you wearing again? What are you wearing?
A dress and a shirt.
I do have a corset on.
He's going to, like, he's got a big meaty arm, so I think,
Grab you
or
by
big
the
meaty
waist,
hand, so I
pull
think
you
he's gonna, like,
close, jump
wrap
out the
his
car,
hand
bludgeon you to
completely around her arm, so, like, it's not actually, like, grabbing onto her,
Right.
it's more like...
He's palming her arm.
Exactly.
Right.
So I'm going to roll, plus, I actually have a stat for this. I would consider this traversing.
Okay. D8.
Which is a D8. D7 plus a 5, which is a 12.
That's a 12. Miss Magnolia, you step on the brakes. You turn sideways and just start sliding towards the tower.
What is this devil machine?
And then the sheriff snatches your arm and just jumps out. And you hit a building. And you're actually not harmed. You hit the building like a weird crab creature and just sort of hanging there. As you watch Smokey
He,
just...
like, very gently lets you down.
As you watch Smokey Tokyo drift the car into the leg of the water tower.
Smokey is very much trying. Well, 1,000 feet. I don't know how many seconds ago. Whatever.
You were accelerating.
It was
So,
yeah, 60 miles an hour at 1,000 feet. That's
you were
very-
going 60, 61, 62. You were going
Yeah,
faster
yeah,
and
yeah.
faster. You hit the leg.
Uh,
Hard and fast.
Okay, cool.
But
Whatever.
thanks to a very recent fresh hole directly in the center of the leg of this tower, it buckles. You smash sideways through the leg of this water tower, and it comes loose, and the entire water tower begins to shake and come down
In which direction?
towards you.
Towards us or towards him? Because we're on
Yes. Technically towards you because you jumped off and
Right.
he hit the leg. So you look up and the water tower is falling towards you, a la Renko.
Alright, so 1/3 shark, I'll probably be fine with the water. I don't know about you. But also, how's the fucking bitch
You're not gonna
doing?
drown. You're
Roll a nothing d20 for me.
gonna get tsunami'd.
13.
That's a 13. Something happens.
Alright.
Smokey, how you doing?
Definitely tries to imitate
You're,
whenever things have crashed.
give me a survival check.
Will this be endure?
No,
Alright.
this is a survival
Does he
check.
have any
Nah.
survival?
Not survival.
Let's see here. What does he have?
He has instant success endure, 3
Nope.
d8 guns plus 1 attack.
That's a 6.
It's a 6.
He does have medicine.
How
Interestingly
many
enough.
puncture-
Oh, I have a
That'll
d6
help.
persuasion? I had no idea I had persuasion. Okay,
You, it's gonna help you later. You hit a very hard object moving at 60 miles an hour. You hit it, smash through it, and begin to roll. You roll about 200 feet before coming to a stop.
cool. Yeah.
You didn't come out of your seat. Your training prepared you for that. You locked your legs, you covered your head, but you are bruised and battered. You take a harm from that.
1 harm?
Generous.
1? Yeah.
And your left arm is broken.
Yeah, there it is. I'll try to medicine that.
Yeah, with medicine, like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Well, technically,
Pour some water on it.
you take an emergency splint and you
I have a car full of splints on me.
Right.
I'll be
No, dude,
cool.
you just need some water. Come on.
you tie it up.
Need the goo juice.
But you are, and you look back as the water tower just falls over.
So where are we in the town? Like, where is this gonna fall on?
Smokey is very gesticulative, by the way, so the ones that are falling is sort of like... just like this.
This is near one of the entrances, actually.
Ah, I see.
And it's falling away from the entrance, but
That's good.
so you're just on the side of a building.
Is it going to fall like in the middle of the road, or is it gonna fall on another building?
Towards the building, actually.
Uh-oh, what building?
The one you're on?
No, but which building is it?
It's a library.
It's not the biblioteca, no!
Here's the thing, like as
No,
the
not the
sheriff of the
biblioteca, I
town,
live there.
he's like, oh, this is bad. What can I even fucking do here? Alright, well, it's your turn. You figure out what the fuck you want to do
Not the
first.
books.
It's Bill's.
Oh, it is actually Bill's turn.
Shoot the
You
water
don't know what
tower.
he does. Actually, you know what? Give me a d20 and 8 with advantage.
17? Damn, 25 with a nat 20.
A nat 20?
Yeah.
You see the water tower's falling, and see it's strung with a bunch of cables to keep it suspended, and you see it is because one leg is falling, the others are buckling, and it's causing it to curve towards you. You see a high suspension wire that is connecting the top to the ground, and you see it snap,
God bless.
and it begins to slowly rotate towards the street. And then you hear in the far off distance a gunshot as the water tower comes crashing down.
That won't be good for the economy.
No water for this
Yeah, no.
drought,
The sheriff
baby.
just grimaces.
The water tower is just full of like bricks, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was just
That would
there.
have been worse for the library, honestly.
Yeah.